never know the extent or the extreme that the danger may rise to.
Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from the family of a woman who was shot and killed. They believe her former boyfriend tracked her and then pulled the trigger. Lenexa police are still investigating a double murder-suicide in Lenexa, but tonight we're learning more about the female victim in that case. I'm Kevin Barry.
I'm Lauren Halifax. Sarah Beck, she was only 22 years old. Fox 4's Sharifa Jackson joins us in the studio with more on her story. Her family tells us the suspected shooter followed her for months before her death.
Yeah, the family of Sarah Beck says her ex-boyfriend Dustin Johnson had been following her for 5 to 6 months. They said they tried to do everything to protect her, but it didn't work.
At 22 years old, the family of Sarah Beck says she was headed in the right direction, working hard, going to college, and taking care of her 2 horses. Described as the 2 true loves of her life, Sarah herself, she was described as polite, sweet, helpful, and someone who would do anything for her friends. And a close friend was who her family says she was spending time with when she was killed. The home of Mikey Williamson and his parents in Lenexa. The suspected shooter, her ex-boyfriend, 37-year-old Dustin Johnson.
It's so sad when you know, in this particular case, when family has indicated there had been ongoing issues and challenges and stalking, it makes it even harder. It makes it even harder to accept.
Beck's family tells Fox 4 while the couple broke up last fall, they claim Johnson stalked her for months, showing up at different and random locations where she was. At one point, her father began following his daughter to and from work, making sure she was safe. But they say their pleas for police involvement weren't answered.
Oftentimes, there's conversations that our system needs to be strengthened to better protect victims of domestic violence.
Also, why Courtney Thomas with Newhouse KC says they're working to recreate the idea of what a healthy relationship looks like, warning signs of abuse, and how to develop a safety plan.
Financial abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. There are a number of forms that abuse can take.
Meanwhile, the family of Sarah Beck tells Fox 4 they're on the same mission. They plan to share more about her story in the future, but their biggest hope is to honor her by raising awareness about domestic violence and helping people who may be in that same situation.
And her close friend, 20-year-old Mikey Williamson, was also killed before Johnson killed himself. And just last week, police searched the home of Johnson where they found explosives, bomb-making materials, and ghost guns. Now, this case remains under investigation. You can visit Fox 4 KC for more warning signs or the steps you can take if you are in an abusive relationship. Lauren?